Well, this is going to be an easy video to make, isn't it? LDBC, LDWMMC, this is your boy, the Coach Show, live on the Coach Show, live. Let me take a sip of my Jamaican ginger brew to help clear my throat. Damn, this dude can't drive. Okay, guys. The reason why Mackenzie Dern'S lost his fight is easy, okay? But I want to talk about, first, Jessica Andrade. Jessica Andrade finally had damn near full training camp. And this is what you get from Jessica when she's got a full training camp to actually prepare for the fight. Jessica Andrade has taken a lot of short notice fights, a lot. And the reason why is because Jessica needed money. I'm going to tell you straight up. You think, for after being in the UFC for damn near a decade, Jessica Andrade, clearing my throat, you think, for her being in the UFC for damn near a decade, you would actually think that she'd be set. American money to Brazilian reals, the cost of living in Brazil is pretty low compared to America. But no, in Brazil, it's a culture, and I don't understand this culture, And if you're Brazilian, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to down your culture or down, who you are and what you are. I don't get the culture of when one person make it in the family, it's the other persons who made it responsibility to help take care of the family that didn't make it. Like, if it's my granny or my mother or my father, my immediate family, I get it, or my household, my sisters and brothers. Okay, yeah, you help support them. I get that. But all these other people on the outside in Brazil, families are huge in Brazil. And it's not like here in America where our immediate family is our household family. In Brazil, you ever go to like a Brazilian household sometimes? Man, look, you got a lot of the family living in the same area, in the same neighborhood, the same street. And everybody go to everybody's house. Because when I was in Brazil, it's crazy, man. I'm chilling, me and my homeboy that moved over there. I'm chilling, man, and it's like, mofo's just coming into his house, and I'm like, oh, who is this? Oh, that's so-and-so, man, we cool, we down the street. It's like family. And then you go to somebody else's house, and y'all sitting there chilling, and somebody just come in. Oh, who is that? Oh, that's so-and-so, they live right there. Like, in Brazil, family is close. All family is close. If you're even a blood relative of somebody in Brazil, they take you in like you're their family. And you're going to be at their house, sleeping at their house, eating at their house. It's like 10 houses on the same row in Brazil where you can just go get food. Or you can go to sleep. And ain't nobody going to say nothing. But the thing is, though, I don't understand that, because that mindset, it really does deplete your resources. It depletes it. And, Jessica has been doing this for years, man, taking care of family members. And I think at a certain time, it's time for these family members to take care of themselves. Like, I don't know. I just don't believe in doing something for somebody that they can do for themselves. If I made it, you can make it. If it's not my mom or my grandmother, or like my immediate family, my kid, well, yeah, I get that. But these cousins no. And so Jessica been hurting for money. That's why she's been taking these fights. Excuse me. Oh, I dropped my phone. It's all for money. Okay, and I don't knock Jessica. I don't knock her for taking the fight for money. You do what you got to do. But this has had a negative impact on her career, a very negative impact, because you're going in there, you're having like these 2-week, 1-week training camps for these opponents. That's pretty much playing Russian roulette with your win-loss record and Russian roulette with your career. That's what you're doing. Okay, point blank, hands up, hands down. You're playing Russian roulette with your career. And I don't think Jessica saw that at the moment. Jessica just needed a means to make money. And that's the reason why, too, Jessica was doing OnlyFans. And I'm not knocking Jessica. I just didn't particularly, I don't know, when George Page showed me that photograph or that link, I didn't find it too appealing. I just put it like that. But hey, to each his own. You do what you got to do, and Jessica was doing what she got to do to make ends meet for her family. And Jessica finally with the OnlyFans was like, I can't do this no more. Like, I think there was a limit to what Jessica said she'd do for money. And I think Jessica figured out that I can't, this not me. And, I salute. I respect Jessica for it. I respect her if she were doing OOF, and if she wasn't doing OF. I respect her. Because you do what you got to do to make money for your family when you don't have. This is Jessica Andrade that you see with a full training camp, okay? She's competitive. She's actually using, her gifts, her athleticism. And, Jessica looked a little bit more sharper. She looked a little bit more sharper, a little bit more accurate. The reason why Mackenzie Dern lost, y'all, the reason why I ain't even get right to it is because Mackenzie Dern trying to be a striker. Who in the hell, why does Mackenzie Dern in his resurrected career, she's better now, Mackenzie. Why does she think she's a striker? And moreover, why does she even think that she'd be able to stand in there and bang with Jessica Andrade? Girl tried to bang with her. Now, Mackenzie Dern got some power. But Mackenzie not used to firefights. She not used to firefights. Jessica Andrade is used to firefights. So who'd you think was going to win that? Now, Mackenzie, being trained by Jason Perillo. And, of course, Jason Perillo told her, hey, Mackenzie. Y'all know Jason. That's Chris Cyborg's old striking coach. You remember he used to slap Chris before every fight? Hey, Mackenzie. Hey, listen, you go in there, you jab Jessica to death. Jessica's a pisshead. She's just a pisshead, okay? She can't swing. She's wild. Listen, you go in there and you'll put her ass down. You'll put her down. Okay, you go in there, you jab her to death, you set her up for that right hand. The right hand is money, baby. It's money. Jessica never was a great fighter. She's sloppy. Hey, I'm Jason Perillo, and I trained you, and I know what you can do. You're a striker at heart. And she probably said, yeah, Jason, I'm a striker. Yeah, I am a striker. Yeah, I am. Jason got that girl knocked out. Jason Perillo got that girl knocked out. He pumped that girl head up, having her think that she was this damn striking genius. That'll be a heck no. No, Mackenzie. You're not a you're not a stand-up artist. You're not now. You've improved as a striker, yes, but no, that's not your bread and butter. That's just not what it is. Striking isn't your bread and butter. You don't know. You're not accustomed to the firefights. And she tried to have a firefight with a person that know how to bang a little bit. So, I thought, me personally, Jessica was doing a good job of keeping the fight standing. I don't care. Mackenzie should have been jabbing Jessica to death, but then trying to set the takedown up. That's what she should have been trying to do. And she got in some good training work with Henry Cejudo. And so I was kind of like, dang, okay. It's just when you are a jiu-jitsu practitioner, the wrestling part, and people always try to tell people that wrestling and jiu-jitsu, they're totally different. They're not the same thing. Wrestling and jiu-jitsu are not the same thing. And guys, you saw that Mackenzie Dern couldn't even secure a takedown. She couldn't even secure a takedown. When Jessica knocked on the ground, she would just stay on her back, waiting for Jessica, inviting Jessica to come down into the guard. Jessica not gonna do that. She wasn't that stupid. Jessica has been stupid in the past, but she ain't that stupid. And Jessica, of course, said, get up. Jessica told her, get up. And smartly, wisely, yes, Jessica told her to get up. Even if Jessica would have tried to kick her while she's on the ground, I've seen Mackenzie Dern, take a kick, right? When you know how they try to kick you in the hip when you're on your back and you laying down, you trying to invite somebody into your guard, and the other fighter kicking you in the butt or kicking you on the thigh. I've seen Mackenzie take that kick and trip somebody and take them down. I've seen that happen. Jessica wanted no parts of that. So Jessica said, get up. And that was smart. But Mackenzie tried to do the firefights instead of, pump the jabs and occupy Jessica and then just go ahead for a double leg. Okay? That's what Mackenzie should have been trying to do. But Jessica also, she hella strong. And in that clinch, Jessica was having none of that. She was having none of that. She was having none of Mackenzie trying to throw her around. In the clinch, Jessica is she's a tad bit too strong. And I felt like some fights, I felt that people should have been watching when people fought Jessica. You definitely, the Wee Lee fight, how Wee Lee fought Jessica, it was a battle of bangers. And Wee Lee, to me, was a better, more accurate inside fighter than Jessica was. Or, you should have watched Rose Namajunas, the part of the first fight before she got slammed on her head, and then the second fight. Definitely the second fight, how Rose maintained distance and kept a jab in Jessica's face. The jab is Jessica Andrade's Achilles heel. That's something that Jessica, still to this day in her career, she hasn't figured out how to neutralize a decent jab. And I don't know, maybe she will. eventually. But Mackenzie Dern'S jab was actually working pretty effectively. To me, it was. But I just felt like Mackenzie should have continued using the jab, because Jessica didn't really have a true answer for it. She didn't have an answer for it. And Jessica Andrade has a problem with dealing with range of different. Jessica has a range problem. But Jessica's short. She's only like 5'1". 5'1", she's short. So Mackenzie Dern had a definite, a reach advantage over Jessica that I felt like Mackenzie just didn't take advantage of. So Jessica was able to get in there, and Mackenzie unwisely allowed Jessica to get inside and throw them punches. Like, Jessica don't know how to set the stuff up. All Jessica do is come in and throw these little short hooks. See, people like Rose, what Rose would do while Jessica was trying to throw them short hooks, Rose would immediately clip her, with a jab. Also, watch Jessica Andrade. No, I'm going to tell you the fight you really watch Jessica take a beating was Jessica versus Bojangles. Bojangles put a clinic on how to beat Jessica. Like, Bojangles literally laid the blueprint out on how to beat Jessica Andrade. She laid it out. And Bojangles was the first one to understand and realize that the jab is key to whooping up on Jessica. I mean, Bojangles was jabbing the living hell out of Jessica Andrade. I'm talking about jabbing at every instance, man. And it's like Jessica Andrade had no idea. Like, Bojangles had beat Jessica so badly that Jessica got to a point where no, Bojangles wasn't in danger of knocking out Jessica, but Jessica was going into survival mode, just trying to stop Bojangles from hitting her so many times. I think Bojangles hit Jessica like some 180 times in that fight, and like had like 120 significant strikes. Like, it was crazy how bad that Bojangles beat up Jessica, man. I'm talking about beat her up, beat Jessica down. That's the fight that you really need to be watching. That fight. But yeah. Mackenzie Dern thought she was a striker. Okay. She thought she was a striker. And that's what it is. You can't be no striker when you're not a striker. Well, now we know she need to work on that wrestling.